Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soulmonger and today I'm going to show you guys every weapon that I know about in Transformers Fall of Cybertron thus far. And if you do not get enough of these weapons in action, feel free to check out TFMRJ463's channel. His link will be in the description below. So let's get on to the weapons right now. I am in the Vortex level, Death from Above, and you have already seen a few weapons, and right now I'm showcasing the Riot Cannon, or like I like to call it, Megatron's gun, because that's what it looks like to me, and it's a pretty much splash damage weapon. And then here we have the NUCLEON charge rifle. This sniper, the longer you hold it down, the harder it fires, and the more damage it does. But if you also take shots while you're using it, you do get the static scope. So that is one disadvantage of being seen while holding down and scoping in on your target. And I thought this would be a cool video to show you guys every weapon that I know about. And I don't think I missed any. I think I'm covering them all. And there are some pretty cool ones. So at the end of the video, make sure and leave a comment and let me know what your favorite gun is. And I'll let you know what I like a lot. And check out the corrosive slime cannon here. I think this is a very cool effect. They just kind of melt away like a wicked witch of the west. So this is a very cool weapon. And I'm kind of curious to see how that will work in multiplayer. If you're just going to be able to slime some people and they're just going to disintegrate. So that'll be pretty sweet. And the one thing that this game does offer is a lot of variety in weapons. And as you progress through the campaign, you'll be able to level up these weapons. Please note that this is just the demo build, and this is just the basic weapon. You'll be able to increase the damage, the rate of fire, the more ammo it holds, or more. So it'll be kind of cool to go through the campaign multiple times using different weapons each time. And here we got a scatter blaster, the automatic shotgun. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this from the last game and also the multiplayer demo. So there I'm just showcasing it into a wall. And next up we have the Photon burst rifle. I really love this gun. It's good from medium and long range and can also be used up close. Kind of like the BR from Halo with the burst. I believe it's a 4-shot burst each time you shoot it, so that is something I look forward to, especially playing the Scientist a lot. I think this will help out his game quite a bit in multiplayer. So next up, the A4 PULSAR Cannon. This thing is pretty cool. It's basically just like a sticky detonator. You have 3 shots in the chamber and then you have to detonate it. I'm kind of curious to see how the splash damage will work on this in the multiplayer again, but I think it looks very cool. It's kind of like a ball of lightning that you can kind of shoot out and then just blow up your opponents with. Alright, next up we have the thermal rocket cannon. This thing locks onto your opponents in their vehicle form if you're in multiplayer, and I believe it will just lock onto any form in campaign and heat seek them down. It's very, very strong and only has 1 shot in the chamber, so you have to make your shots count, and it's very devastating. Next, we have the X-18 Scrapmaker, the Titan's gun in the campaign, the automatic gun where you just feel like holding the trigger down and just walking around and unleashing the fury. Very cool gun. And now we have the SUBSONIC repeater. It is a short-range SMG, and I also just want to hold the trigger down with this thing. I love this gun. It just feels like you're just unleashing the power of like a Uzi or something into your foes, and I had a good time with this one in the campaign just because of how fast it fires. I don't believe it's the best in damage, but it is rather fun to just unleash it on a bunch of different people. If you can line them up and knock them down at close range, you can be successful. Next up we have my personal favorite, the Gear Shredder. This weapon shoots out these little discs, and if you hit them in the leg, it will knock off their leg. If you hit them in the torso, it'll split them in half. If you hit them in the face, it'll cut their head off. It's pretty cool. It ricochets off walls, and the longer you hold it down, the more gears you shoot, with currently a maximum of 3. So this is personally my favorite gun at the moment. Here I'm just showcasing the different things you can do. It also gives you a nice line of sight when you hold down your left trigger or your L2 button on the PS2. So this is the gun I'm most looking forward to. I don't know why, but I just love being able to bounce this things off walls and just hit your opponent from all different angles. So I think this one will be very, very fun to play around with. Next up we have the Path Blaster. I believe this is Optimus Prime's weapon in the campaign. This gun is a devastating weapon from long and close range and middle range, and you can either scope in or just free fire it, and it's a high precision weapon with a lot of damage, so it's good for accuracy. Next we have the Energon Harvester, and I'm demonstrating this. This guy is just beating me down. He's beating me to a pulp, but no worries. The Energon Harvester gives me back health every time I use it, and I love the death animation from it, so a very good up close weapon. Next we have the V32 Cyber Corruptor, and this gun is pretty fun. You only have 2 shots with it, but look at that. You were just on the Autobots. Welcome to the Decepticons. So now he's fighting with me, and look at that. The Autobots, come on, man. You're fighting your own player. So this will last for a little while, and I don't know how good this will be, how effective the actual person you corrupt will fight for you, but it does make for a good distraction here, and it does wear off over time, and right when it wears off they will not hesitate to fight you back as they realize they have been confused, and then they want to have their revenge on you afterwards. So a pretty fun gun to use, only 2 shots, so you gotta make them count. Next up we have the E.O.K TECHVOLT. This is the gun that shoots out electricity. It's very cool. Anywhere near your opponent, it kind of acts like a magnet. It will latch onto them, and it will also latch on to multiple people. So you can use this and really take out a lot of enemies at the same time if they are near each other. And you don't have to be super accurate with it either, because it will latch on like a magnet even if you are kind of close to the guy. Next up we have the Chaos Rift Combuster, and this thing shoots a meteorite over the top of your foes, and then you can detonate it for a meteorite shower, and it's pretty cool, and then the meteorites will explode in the end. So it actually does take some accuracy, and you have to make your shots count as you only have 1 of these in the chamber. So you guys can see that this could take out quite a bit of people if they're camping behind a corner or something like that, because you can just shower it over their head and then just unleash the fury. So this could come into play in some of those corner camping moments. So kind of a cool gun. So that pretty much wraps up the guns that are in the game that I know of thus far. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments below what gun you will be using the most. And then I also was granted access to a very special weapon, but then they had to take it out of the game because it was too strong. The SE 2.0 Torso Cannon, or the Send Everyone to Oblivion Torso Cannon. And it was a beast, but I destroyed it myself. So don't forget to tell me what your weapon of choice is, and remember to subscribe for more Transformers. Have a good day, everyone.